Whoa! They've got me surrounded. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's a terrifying thing if you are an antelope and the ones who have you surrounded are a couple dozen lions. It's a frustrating and depressing thing if what has you surrounded is paint peeling on your house and pipes leaking all over the place if you're a homeowner. But it's a great thing if you're wounded, bleeding, struggling, and the ones who have you surrounded are doctors, paramedics, and nurses. So they have me surrounded. It could be something good or it could be something bad. God tells us today that someone out there has us surrounded. It's a wonderful thing. Today we're going to take a look at Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1. Over the next few weeks in our devotions, we'll be looking at a few different verses from this famous chapter in the Bible. And this is what verse 1 of Hebrews 12 has to say when it talks about who has us surrounded. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. Hebrews chapter 11 is the great Hall of Faith chapter in the Bible, and it lists all the different heroes of faith. Abel, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Moses, David, Elijah, just to name a few. There's so many more. All of these people lived life as a sinner on a sinful planet. They all trusted in Jesus' promise that he would save them from their sins, and they all caught a lot of flack because of it. As they navigated their way through their earthly lives, they held fast to what God had to say in his word, in spite of the attacks they received, in spite of the ridicule they endured. And now, in the end, they are in glory. They are at peace with God for eternity. They are singing his praises in the perfection of heaven. They are staring at the Lamb who's sitting on the throne with all other saints and angels. And they are surrounding us, as Hebrews chapter 12 verse 1 says, like a great cloud of witnesses as we run our race. Think of it as a marathon runner that is in the last stretch of the marathon. It ends in the stadium, and the stadium is full of people who have already run that same marathon and finished it, cheering you on as you are holding fast to your faith, as you are clinging to Jesus, as you put one foot in front of the next, even though it's difficult, even though it's not easy, even though you're facing ridicule and persecution. Being surrounded by this great cloud of Christian witnesses who have lived their life and died and gone to heaven gives us great encouragement to also be strong, be resilient, be tough, hold fast to our faith, and cling to God rather than throw him away during our time of duress. So spend a little time thinking about that today, would you? Who's got me surrounded? Faithful Christians from centuries gone by, people who fought the good fight, who ran the race of faith, who held fast to Jesus' promises no matter what it cost them, people who were not put to shame when they died, people who today are singing the praises to Jesus forever. You too, throw off the sin that hinders you, run the race with perseverance, and know that you're surrounded by so many other faithful Christians who have done the same. You are never alone. God bless you as you think about that today. Who's got you surrounded?